You're going to make a decision today. Maybe it's a small one, what to wear, what to eat, whether to send a text. Maybe it's bigger, whether to leave the relationship, whether you're going to take a new position, whether you're just going to finally be honest with yourself and admit that the life you're living doesn't fit who you are anymore. And if you're anything like the women that I work with, you've gone back and forth on this 100 times, right? You've asked your friends, you've made a list, you're waiting for a sign, but you're still stuck. And let me tell you why. And more importantly, let me tell you what you're going to do about it. And so if this is your first time here, you don't know me, you haven't met me, I'm Theodora, otherwise known as Coach Theo. I'm a coach, but I'm also an HR consultant. And I work with women who are in between seasons, right? You're in transition. I work with women who are in transition. They are experiencing moments where something feels off, but they can't quite put their finger on it. And what I see most of the time, what's common is these are women who think that they have a clarity problem, like it's just an awareness problem. And it's not just that. It's also a self-trust problem. And those two things may look the same on the outside, but they need completely different solutions, right? And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through three things. One is why you keep second guessing yourself. Another is how to tell the difference between fear and your gut. And the third is how do you actually start building trust in a real practical way, right? Self-trust. So just hang out with me for a little bit. And let's start here. Why do you keep second guessing yourself? You keep second guessing yourself because you don't know, right? It's not that you don't know what to do. It's because your brain is trying to keep you safe, right? And so our brains automatically scan for risk. So when we are getting ready to make a decision or make a change, our brain looks for all the versions and the decisions where nothing changes, where nothing is going to make you feel uncomfortable, where everything will work out perfectly, right? It goes through these stages of just, making us go through all of these things that don't really exist, right? Because everything is not going to always be perfect. But your brain will keep looking for ways to keep you safe, right? And what usually happens is the decisions that are more important, they get louder. And those are the ones that you begin to second guess yourself even more. And what we don't realize is that when the second guessing gets louder, it's usually because something real is trying to break through, like something real, something life-changing is about to happen. The small decisions, we make those quickly. But the big ones, those are the ones that actually will change your life. Those are the ones that we sit on for months. Those are the ones that we go back and forth on. Because those are the ones that when we make a decision, it means making a choice. It means choosing to let something go. It means staying even if it isn't working anymore, right? Staying in an uncomfortable position or in a situation that just doesn't work anymore because it feels safer than making a change. So the first shift is to just stop second guessing, right, yourself and taking that as a sign that you don't know, but more or less looking at as a sign that you do know. But because you are trusting fear instead of your gut, it's keeping you there, right? And so let's talk about fear. Fear repeats itself. Fear is loud and repetitive. It keeps coming back with, yeah, but, what if, okay, but, right? Whereas your gut intuition, it's quieter. It comes in clear and then it waits. If you've been hearing the same anxious thoughts all day, right, that's fear. But if you have that one thought that you immediately try to talk yourself out of, that's probably your gut, right? That quiet thought that you're trying to tell yourself you shouldn't do, that's probably your gut. And the other thing fear will do is fear will always be 5 steps ahead of you. Fear is, what if this doesn't work? What if I regret it? What if everything falls apart? Fear has your mind spinning out of control. With intuition, your gut says, stay right here in the present. It sounds more like this space I'm in doesn't feel right anymore. Or, wow, this is what I really want, right? So if your mind is running the worst case scenario, keeping you in your head, that's fear. But if it feels clear and present, that's your gut. The third thing is your body. How your body reacts. Fear feels tight. Fear feels heavy. Fear feels tense, right? Intuition feels different. It feels easier. It feels steady. You still might feel like, oh, this is hard, but you also know that there'll be a difference, right? If you go with your gut. And so you have to get into this space of practicing self-trust, right? It's not something that's gonna just happen, right? It's not something we have. It's something we build. It's something we work towards, right? It's not right away. It's small everyday moments. It looks like saying what you were about yourself, like what you want, like wearing what you actually want to wear. Going to bed when your body is done, not when everything is finished, right? It's saying no when you know the answer is no. It's choosing what you want, even when it doesn't make sense to anyone else. Here's an example of that, right? So I just turned 60, and I decided that I was going to spend my 60th birthday in solitude, right? I was going to go somewhere by myself and just sit back, listen, reflect, hear from God, right? Just be by myself. And that didn't make sense to some people, right? They're like, this is a big milestone, right? But in my mind, I'm like, this is how I want to bring in my 60th birthday. I have the rest of the year to hang out, to go to dinner, to celebrate, right? But I chose to do something that I wanted to do, but it didn't make sense to some people, right? Those are the moments, right, that matter, right? It's not something huge. It's the moments where every time you listen to yourself, you're reinforcing that you can trust yourself. So every time you listen to yourself, you're reinforcing, I can trust me. And the more you do that, the clearer your voice becomes. And that is how you build self-trust. It's not a big leap. It's small, consistent choices. And so here's what I want to leave you with, right? Those decisions, or that decision, that one decision you keep going back and forth on, you probably already know what you have to do. What you don't have yet is permission. You have not given yourself permission to want what you want. You have not given yourself permission to change what needs to change. You have not giving yourself permission to choose even without having everything figured out. We think we need to have everything figured out. We don't. The woman that you are looking at, the women that you are looking at, the women that you are comparing yourself to, stop comparing yourself, right? The women that you think have it all together, they're so sure of themselves. They didn't start out that way. I didn't start out that way. We didn't start out that way. We just stopped waiting for everything to feel right and to look right and started listening to ourselves, right? So you can do the same thing. Trust the small voice. Start with making small decisions. The rest, it will meet you there. So if anything that I've said resonates with you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because I will be sharing content like this every week for women who are navigating change and trying to find their way back to themselves or trying to find their way to where they're trying to go or who they're becoming, right? This is a space for you. And if you're sitting here thinking, okay, that sounds good, but I still don't even know where I'm stuck. I don't even know why I'm stuck. I need to figure out why I'm not moving forward. I created a free 2-minute quiz that will help you see that, will help you figure that out. The link is in the description, and I'm also going to pin it in the comments. And I want you to start there. If you don't know why you're not moving forward, if you're not sure why you're stuck, I want you to start by taking the free 2-minute quiz that I've created. Because that quiz will tell you whether or not you're overthinking, you're a people pleaser, is it fair, is it that you just need direction? That quiz will help you identify and become aware of why you are stuck. So start there. Start with the quiz. And I will see you in the next video.